How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is Mecha Wrestling, and welcome back to WWE Pandemonium on an episode of Raw. We're in the Ford Center in front of 8.6k people, but we're actually going to do a few different things on this pre-show. Like, we aren't just doing two matches. Instead, we're actually got the 205 Live managers, Drake Maverick, booking a match between Cedric, Drew, and Mike Kanellis, with the winner of the match being the winner of the match basically getting a opportunity at Tony Nese at Backlash, because I feel like the cruiserweights definitely have talent and some potential. So, but why not give them a chance with this pre-show match? Apparently, Maverick isn't suited to his gimmick, but it got 28E, so it's not too bad at the end of the day. When Drake Maverick did reasonably well for improvisation, I think the whole segment dropped because of Gulak, Cedric, and Mike having really poor popularity. So this isn't anything new. Anyway, let's get on to this match between Cedric, Drew, and Mike Kanellis. In a terrible pre-show match, Mike Kanellis defeated Cedric and Gulak when Kanellis defeated Gulak by pinfall with divine intervention. Interesting. That's interesting. So Mike and Maria have no chemistry apparently. So we're not doing. So Mike and Maria aren't going to be paired together in this main series. It seems. We Mike got 38, Cedric got 30, Gulak got 39. So not too bad at the end of the day. Mike's improving in technical, so that's good improvement. But yeah, that is kind of useful. Again, a 38D minus. Moving on to this next segment. In a pre-show about that terrible wrestling and noises Crowdy, Akam of the Authors of Pain defeated Buddy Murphy in 8 minutes via pinfall with pump handle Death Valley driver. Drake Maverick did decent work at ringside. And Akam and Buddy Murphy have decent chemistry. That's kind of good, you know. Having people with chemistry really helps you out at the end of the day. When Akam got a 27, Buddy Murphy got a 29. Weren't seeing any improvements, unfortunately. Basically, my idea is I kind of want to build the Authors of Pain, but like I don't know how to do it on the main roster particularly. So on like the main show, so I've got to just try them out on the pre-show just to see how they did. Akam's got poor stamina and there's loads of inconsistencies and stuff like that, so it's not great. Buddy Murphy's getting negative crowd reactions. I don't know if that's because of the terrible wrestling or what. But let's get on to the main parts of Raw. Paul Heyman's backstage with a smirk on his face, glancing into the front camera. I think it's clear that the monster among men cannot compete with the might of the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. You want to know why that's the case? It's because the monster runs on impulse. There is no guidance, and it is exactly why you won't win any championships. He's raising some valid points, but this kind of infuriated Braun Strowman, who just came from off camera and just pinned Heyman against the wall via the scruff of his neck. Listen here, you slimy scumbag. I have a message for you to pass on to Brock Lesnar. I want Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. If I don't have an answer by the Raw after Backlash, I'll come and find him myself. This segment got 84 B plus, so it's a good way to start the show. Got the crowd hotter and keeps Braun relevant going into SummerSlam, because if Lesnar accepts, of course, then Braun and Lesnar are going to fight at SummerSlam. So it's not too bad at the end of the day. Don't think there's bad. There's like low experience and poor announcing, but they got good gimmicks. So yeah, let's see how the rest of this show goes. Let's do this. In a decent match, Braun Strowman defeated Roderick Strong in 11 minutes 21 via a reverse chokeslam. Roderick Strong and Braun have not good chemistry, have great chemistry actually, and it's shown in their performance. 61C Braun got a 62, Roderick Strong got a 49, and it was only improvements. Roderick Strong's improved performance. So that's kind of not bad, you know. I could possibly, if I really wanted to, do a storyline with Roderick Strong and Braun Strowman because it shows that they can make a decent match together. So that's kind of surprising. Good job, guys. I'm actually kind of buzzing about that. Let's go on to this next part of the show. When you've got Bray Wyatt just cutting the promo, like it's very cryptic promo on like Sami Zayn, the end of the world as you know it storyline has advanced, but has lost heat because Sami's not there, and it's just I don't know what it is exactly. I think it's just different factors. But Bray improvising definitely helps things out. Again, the 58C minus. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile coming up next. In a total match, Ronda Rousey basically squashed Vanessa Bourne by submission with an armbar. Vanessa Bourne was off a game. Ronda got 54. Vanessa Bourne got a 19. And there weren't any improvements, unfortunately. But didn't I think I thought I'd turn Vanessa Bourne face, but apparently I didn't. Basically, giving like the NXT guys giving them some like screen time whilst like helping maintain the other superstars. So Ronda's looking strong and basically showing that basically whoever wins out of Becky and Alexa, they're gonna just be dealing with Ronda Rousey and she's gonna beat the also crap out of her. Yeah, 42D overall, not too bad. When Vanessa actually has been called as like one of the brighter prospects in the what's the game, but like in the save, it was saying that Vanessa Bourne's just looking promising, so I thought why not give her a go. So it's not too shabby again. In 42, Ronda being able to basically put on a good match with Vanessa Bourne. So maybe who knows? Maybe on the B show, I could possibly try and build some Vanessa Bourne up. Might be worthwhile at the end of the day. In about didn't have much heat. The Usos defeated the Revival in 12 minutes 51 when Jey Uso defeated Scott Dawson via the double Samoan splash. Jey Uso got 57, Jimmy Uso got 56, Scott Dawson got 41, and Dash Wilder got 42. Uso Crazy Era has started with this segment. To basically summarize what this is, this right here was a number one contendership match for the tag team championship. So it is now confirmed that the Usos will be taking on both Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. It could even be Roderick Strong if because I think I am going to see the Freebird rule. So if the Undisputed Era hold the belts, then it's going to go over to everyone else. So it makes sense. Moving on to the next bit of the show. Basically got the Usos just celebrating, just rather buzzing that they have become the number one contenderships for the tag championships. Like I'm kind of building storylines I wouldn't have previously, so it's not a bad thing at the end of the day. Me just making sure that stuff's being built properly. When Charlie Caruso is basically interviewing Becky and Alexa in the ring, just kind of building towards their pay-per-view match. So I thought just it's typical segment, but I just felt Charlie would be a good person to host this kind of segment, and Becky's looking good, Charlie's performing poorly, and there weren't any improvements unfortunately. So not too bad. Got him 58 C minus. Like I feel like my shows are going better, but like at the end of the day, it's a slow process. So yeah, I mean my women's division. If I build it correctly, then people are going to be on par with Becky Lynch soon enough. Shown with this next match. In a decent match, Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch defeated Ronda and Mickey. When Alexa defeated Mickey via pinfall with a Sparkle Splash, Becky Lynch got 64, Alexa Bliss got 41, Ronda Rousey got 58, Mickey got 39. I actually did not mean to double book Ronda in this, but it kind of paid off because Ronda actually did better in this match, kind of showing like she can beat the local talents and can perform in the ring. Like I think I should have booked. I can't remember what I was doing. I think I must have misinterpreted stuff. Like Alexa's getting a decent rating, boom, Becky's getting a 64 and stuff. So it got 59C, so not too shabby. Weren't the improvements, but there's people getting penalised for psychology and inconsistency, but it's not too bad. Women's matches are kind of getting better. I'm impressed with the women this show. Hopefully, it doesn't get penalised for use of them too much, but what can you do really? In about that that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. Adam Cole defeated Elias in 12 minutes via Florida key following the interference from Samoa Joe. Adam Cole got the 41, Elias got the 34, and Adam Cole and Elias don't click. Yay! More people who don't click that I was actually considering having feud at some point, but it looks like that's not happening now. Really? Oh, bloody, I'm not a fan of that. That's actually annoying me a little bit. Weren't any improvements, but eh, that kind of sucks. Like, they're both holding it back as well. Like, I really hope they would click, but that's kind of annoying. Triple H basically booked a match between Elias and Samoa Joe for the pay-per-view. Basically, it's going to be Elias versus Samoa Joe for the United States Championship. We get a 64C. So it's not too bad. Like, weren't any improvements, but what can you do? It's right in the segment got penalised due to the storyline's low heat, which didn't help with the match and people not having chemistry, which is always ideal. I think this next match is the main event. I'm not completely sure, but we can see if that's the case. In a decent match, Seth Rollins defeated Baron Corbin in 13 minutes 06 by pinfall with a curb stomp. Baron Corbin was off his game. Seth Rollins got 68. Baron Corbin got 46. Weren't any improvements, but it got 66C plus. It's not too bad. And this last segment might pique the interest of people. Might be something that people aren't going to expect. After winning this match, Seth Rollins is celebrating in the ring, but suddenly what's this? Nakamura, the Money in the Bank holder, even though he's on SmackDown, seems to be coming out to cash in on the champion. Is he actually gonna cash in? Wait, Nakamura doesn't seem to appear, but on the other side of the ring, Nakamura hits the Kinshasa on the champion. It looks like Nakamura is about to cash in, but Roman Reigns comes out to equal the odds, forcing the Money in the Bank holder to retreat. Even though he's a SmackDown superstar, it shows that he could still choose to pursue the Universal Championship. The Architect Falls has advanced for this segment and gained heat, getting a 72B minus. I'm kind of impressed with this segment. It did quite well. But let's see how this show has ended. I think this is going to get a 70. Maybe it might even get higher because of this last segment, because the segments definitely help. Let's end this show. Got a 69C plus, so the match kind of hurt a little bit. But hopefully you've enjoyed what I did there. Where I personally think that bringing Nakamura over just as kind of little teaser to see maybe he could cash in on Seth Rollins. It was kind of good. It was kind of good surprise and good swerve. But until next time, this has been Mecha Wrestling. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you have. Comment, just let me know what you think. This has been Mecha Wrestling, and goodbye.